Friends, good evening. For some time, we all have been watching the ongoing events. Of course, we only can talk, wish it stops, but we have no power to stop it. And the event which is going on around the world is wars. War which is being fought supposedly for survival, for existence, but is unfolding as a process or activity instigated, initiated, and continued by deceit, false statements, and false goals. Question will arise, why are we saying so? We are saying so because some time back, of course, if you go into the history, it has always been the case that there have been some false claims, some false statements, some deceits which caused the war, whether it was 10 to 15,000 years back Ramayana or Ravana Yudh, or exile of Ram more specifically, or Mahabharata some 5,000 years back, or the wars which are going on now. Some time back there was a power struggle for hegemony, for gaining control of the world. World War II saw people like Hitler coming up and putting people in gas chambers under one pretext or the other. But soon after, all those who fought to defeat tyranny of dictators like Hitler resorted to deceit, cheat, and fight. This caused many other struggles like Cold War period, a struggle between so-called superpowers leading to division of world into 2 groups or 3 groups, etc. But two very starkly falsely fought war on false statement. One was on biological weapons being developed by Iraq. Iraq was raided and Saddam was hanged. But those bioweapons were never found and because they never existed. A similar situation is now. Who is at fault we are not discussing, but we are saying that we talk of democracy, we talk of justice, we talk of law, we talk of dharma. Dharma means rules of existence, which is basically the law and so-called national and international laws. The Director of Intelligence, US, says there is no proof that Iran was building nuclear weapons. But a war which was started with the creation of 2 states, India, Pakistan, and on the other side, Israel and Palestinians. These conflicts are continued on one false pretext or the other. But the latest is the nuclear weapons. On one side, the President of America who got elected on a promise of peace, no war, is siding with the people who are saying that so and so is building nuclear weapons, while all those who are testing, checking, involved in supervision say there is no proof of nuclear weapons being built, and negotiations were going on that no nuclear weapons will be built. And still, one day before the close to final round, the war was started by attacking without announcement. This is called war by deceit. It may be for survival, it may be for safety, it may be for assuring own existence, but such things have long-term impact because there are people on all sides. Those who follow the rules of law and who believe in dharma or existence of God, they consider deceit as deceit. We have divided the world between the religions, under various religions and whatnot, and people have been fighting, but nobody has tried to find out why these so-called religious wars have been going on. What is behind it? Where is the deceit? While it is true that some people by race or by religion are always wanting to kill others and have own hegemony, those who believe and claim that they are the people of rule and they believe in democracy and the rules and whatnot, if they also follow the same path, what will happen to the world of justice? The question we are raising is, it is true that there are some people who are warmongers. Fine. To harm them, to destroy them, to contain them, to catch them and put in front of law for justice is all correct. But how can the false excuse of bioweapon or nuclear weapon be justified when it does not exist? True, if a president says they were making, they know nobody who can say that it is not. If a prime minister says they were making, there is nobody else who can say though. But if negotiations were going on and if effort was to contain them, and if there is a supervision agency called IAEA and they say there is no proof of weapons being developed, then why attack? Why start a war which is destructive to all? I have seen both the places which are being destroyed, and it hurts to see that in both places there are people who are not inclined for war or who don't support war or who are warmonger. There are people who love peace and want happiness. Of course, there may be some who are inciting others, but find them, catch them, punish them. But why punish the whole humanity? Why punish everybody? There are stories behind how the terrorists were created, how Afghan things were created, how Hamas was created, how others were created. And all those stories are being fed by the people who are power hungry and warmonger. The question we are raising in a world of this nature, how will ever the peace come if people use falsehood and false statements which history shows and proves that they were false, that peace can never arise? Saddam has been killed. People might have forgotten about bioweapons, but whenever reference comes, Saddam is still seen as a lion caught by deceit and killed by deceit. Same thing will happen tomorrow. when events like nuclear weapon are being used as an excuse. Question we are raising, is it not the duty of the people? Is it not the responsibility of the people of the world who elect leaders to understand what is false and what is truth? If you support falsehood, if you support unlawful statements or deceit, then how can law, justice ever be established on the earth? The question we are raising, can falsehood, false statement, deceit used to destroy somebody who is considered wrong be an excuse for saying that it is a rule of law? How can law be justified? How can international law be justified? Today, United Nations is discredited because they have been made defunct by vetoes. Today, international law has been declared as biased because it is manipulated by the powerful. National laws are also declared unbelievable or deceitful because they are also managed by the powerful. But if world wants the real peace, if world wants the real happiness, if world wants the real joy, sustenance, then rule of law, truth is important. We are requesting the mankind to please get up, support and address and establish the rule of truth for happiness, peace and survival of mankind. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, God bless all. Thank you very much.